All right. So, you see that the second most traded contract is actually the mini-sized corn. So now we can go on corn and see what's the size of corn. We can go on mini corn and see what's mini-sized corn. Then you got a soft winter wheat. Of course, wheat is big in the United States and Europe. We eat a lot of wheat. Then you got, again, wheat. There's more wheat, soybeans, mini soybeans, soybean meals, soybean oil, oats. Oh, there it is. Rough rice. Rough rice. And you see that it's got very little volume, 280 contracts. Now, see, this one's got soybeans. Soybeans has got tons. Soybeans got 100,000. Come on, guys, we gotta soon separate, okay? Enough talking, okay? I mean, I understand you're talking about the contracts, right? Well, I mean, we can't keep doing, you know, me talking and you talk all the time. And when you talk, one thing for sure, you're not even listening to what I'm saying, right? Of course. So, back to, you see the big volume contracts. Here's a big volume contract is soybeans, and here is another one, 182. So you immediately see that rice is not a big contract. Well, let's still take a look at rough rice just to see, what does it say? And then we're going to see if we can come up with some pricing and chart. Rough rice. Oh, okay. Well, not very many. You see, first of all, you got a November contract. It's probably already, it's trading now or probably just about expired. Maybe this is last trade of, okay, updated on 7th of November. And then I got a January contract, March contract, May, July, September, November, January. And here you see what the volume is. 287 contracts is, so the volume is mostly on the nearby month, which is January, which is 2 months from now. And you can see, he traded, last trade is $12.12, and then you can further see that it's up 3 cents. The previous settle was $12.09. You can also see it opened at 12.11. What was the highest? 12.15. What was the lowest? It's like 11.98. How much was the volume? How, you know, high, low, and what's the limit, whatever. So they give you some basic information. Now I have to see where I can, this is, okay. And this is the Globex futures. Now let's go to Open Outcry futures and see what it's going to give us. The Open Outcry. Even if they have Open Outcry. Maybe they have, maybe they don't. Rough rice futures. Now you see that for the Open Outcry, you got a lot more, okay? Low climbs, okay. So we got the November 1182, January 1206, March 1233, May 1260, and July 1279. Okay, now this is a very important relationship. You see that the price from month to month keeps rising. From 1206, 1233, 1260, 1279, the price keeps rising. This is called a normal market and is known as contango. Contango is when the market price steadily rises. So you have two options. You can buy in January and store it till May, or you can directly buy it in May, okay? If you buy it in May, you don't have to store it, but you pay higher price. The price in May is about 54 cents more than the price in January. So you can store it in January, you can buy it in January, you can store it for 4 months until May, and if you store it for cheaper than 50 cents, you can make a profit. This is what's known as the cost of carry arbitrage. The difference between 2 months here is 25 cents. If you can store it cheaper, you buy it today, you store it, and you sell it in March and make a profit. Okay? And the opposite. If the cost of storage is a lot more, you're not gonna store it. You're just gonna buy the futures one. Okay? So this is a normal relationship between the prices. I didn't see the specifications, settlements. So here you got some settlements. If you want to take a look at settlements, and then we're going to take a look at Globex options. Maybe we can do the same for. Okay, not a whole lot of settlements. Let's go to the gold market because the gold market is a lot more liquid. It's got lots of trading, and then we're going to see what we can find in there. So we go to gold futures, that's the GC. Okay, that's the, oh, okay, you see here how it tells you quotes, settlement, volume, times and sales, contract specification. GC, it's trading on the CME Globex and CME Clearpoint, and also open outcry in New York. Okay, the trading hours are Sunday to Friday from 6 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. Okay, and there's a 45-minute break. In other words, it's trading 23 out of 24 hours, 23 hours and 15 minutes. And at the same time, you got a separate open pit trading, the open outcry trading. You see, it opens at 8:20 and it's 1:30. Now, for your benefit, the website is simply cmegroup.com. So, when you open cmegroup.com, you just type cmegroup.com. It's at the very top in there. And then it's going to give you the page. You just go to products, and from products to metals. And from metals, you click on the contract specification. And it tells you clearly the contract size is 100 troy ounces. Then it tells you the price quotation is in US dollars and cents per troy ounce. Let's see what else they got. Oh, here the fluctuation is 10 cents per troy ounce. So it's going to be 1,220 and 10, or 20, or 30 cents, or 40 cents. So it's going to be up and down by 10 cents. Okay, that's fairly simple and easy. Listed contracts will be conducted whatever February, April, August, and October. Okay, so it tells you which are the typical, we call them expiration months, okay, or also delivery months, okay. So for options, we like to call them expiration months. For futures, we like to call them delivery months. Okay, settlement type is physical. So you gotta deliver the 100 troy ounces. There's special bars which are 100 troy ounces. Settlement procedure, it shows you, it provides, you can click on the PDF and it provides you what is it you do, and how you do, when you notify, and all the other things, how is payment made, who makes the payment, by which date, and all the other things. So this gives you step-by-step procedure on how to settle the gold contract. Delivery period. Okay. Delivery. Let me see, delivery may take on any business day beginning on the first business day of the delivery month. So for the December contract, you can deliver on December 1, December 2, December 3. It says any business day beginning on the first day of the month, okay, or any subsequent business day that you deliver, but no later than the last business day of the current delivery month. So, no late. So from the first till the last of the month, you can deliver anytime you want, basically. You have the choice when to deliver. Trading at settlement. Trading is allowed in the active contract of the month and whatever it is. These are great quote. Okay, very clear. Gold delivered on this contract shall assay to a minimum of 995 fineness. Usually, typically, it's 999, okay? But it's 995 is the minimum purity of the gold. Positions, you can go and click on the position limits, and it's going to tell you position limits for everything which is trading. And rule book is whatever, and these contracts are listed and all the other things. Now, let me see what else I wanted to show you. Yeah, quotes. Let's take a look and see what the quotes look like for futures. For futures. Hopefully, yes, it appears to be running okay. Quotes. Okay, there it is. November 2014, December 2014, January 15, February 15, April 15, June 15. So, for the nearby months, you always get the first 2 or 3 nearby months. Oh man, many people fall asleep. 1, 2. All right? Okay, so you see December, January, February, April, June, August, October, December, February, April, June 16, August 16, October, December 16. So you have a futures contract 2 years out. Well, there was no trading. Trading volume was 0. No trading for the June contract. Trading volume for August, very little. And for December 2016, only 8 contracts traded. Let's see if we got more or we don't have more. Oh, look what's going on, guys. You got contracts in December 16. And now I got every 6 months. June 17, December 17, June 18, December 18, June 19, December 19, and June 20. So I got them like 6, 7 years out into the future. Now, 6, 7 years out to the future, no volume, no volume, no volume, no volume. But somebody traded 125 contracts at a price of 1202.8. So somebody traded at 1202.8 for December 2017. Basically, somebody or some people were buying 125 contracts. Of course, somebody else sold 125. Again, it could be, one person buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling 5 contracts. They could have done it, 25 times. We don't know, but we know that the total volume was 125 contracts over here. Only 1 contract in June. Only 8 contracts in December of 2016. Okay. And now you can see the closing prices. Let's see what the closing prices are. Normal market, 69, 78, oh, 75, 78. We need also to look at the settlement, because not always, the last trade will be also the settlement price. Settlement price is the price according to which we transfer margins, as I'll be explaining in a few minutes. So 72, 80, 65, 70, 78. So this is, okay. Oh, here's the prior settle. Let's take a look at how it settled the previous day. 69, 69, 70, 70, 71, 71, 72, 72, 73, 74, 76, 77, 79. So you see the prices steadily rising by just a little bit. Why the prices rises so little? For 1 year, it barely rises $5 or $6. And the answer is because the storage of gold is cheap. It's actually expensive, but gold is extremely expensive. So one little ounce will be, maybe this pen is going to be 3 or 5 ounces, will be worth, if this was made of gold, it's going to be worth about 5,000 US dollars, okay? So the cost of storing gold is very cheap relative to its value, okay? So it adds very little to the value, okay? So that's basically what gold looks like. It's just an example. Let's look at all products. There is a way here. So remember, you were saying when you go here at products, and then just say view products. It takes a little bit of time to load because it's got to load close to 1,000 products. You can take a little nap, right, while it's loading. All right, so let's see what's happening. It still keeps loading. Product group and whatnot. Okay, here it is. So now you notice the sorting. It's been sorted by open interest. So open interest is highest for euro-dollar options. And then you got euro-dollar futures. So euro-dollars is apparently at least the highest or the most active futures market, at least within this exchange, okay, within these exchanges. Then you got the euro-dollar for whatever the MC means. Then you got natural gas. Natural gas appears to be fairly liquid. Oh, the E-mini S&P 500 options. This is what you were watching over there crash in the morning. We're watching the flash crash of E-mini S&P. And this is whatever, Western Hub, real-time, whatever, futures. Oh, here's another euro-dollar 3-year crude oil options. 10-year T-note options. E-mini S&P 500 futures, okay? So over there had the E-mini options, E-mini S&P options. These are the futures. Then I got the 10-year T-note futures, okay? 5-year note futures. So now notice how many products we got. Here you got about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, about 15 products. And take a look. Page number 2, 15 products. Page number 3, 15. Page number 4. Page number 5. So you see on page number 5, you got WTI, monthly calendar spreads, S&P mini EOM option, Brent financial average price, light sweet crude, lean hog futures, lean hog options, Japanese yen, PGM whatever, NY ISO zone day ahead of peak calendar whatever, So these are 5 pages so far. Let's look at how many more products. 6, 7 pages, 8 pages, 9 pages, 10 pages, 11 pages, 12 pages, 13 pages, 14 pages. See? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 pages. So 20 pages for about 15 products. I showed you 300 or 400 products.
I have one question. I have one question.
Yeah?
About how I can find series. Example.
Series.
Yes.
You mean the price series?
Yes.
Okay.
Assume I want option on future of gold.
Option on future of gold. Okay, we're going to go back again to futures. There's got to be options over there. Okay, how are we going to find the series and the strikes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show them, let me finish in about 2 minutes. Okay? Alright, so let me first finish with this. So you see, you got a dated brand, whatever, option, Mongo view, whatever, class 4 milk options, you got options on milk. You got electricity options, you got a Powder River Basin coal futures, okay? So you got New York Harbor, Brent crack spread futures, and whatever. So what I'm saying is, so far you got about 15 pages of about 15 per page, that's about 300. 15 times 15 is 225, and we're somewhere about half. So by the time we're at the very end, you can easily have over 500 contracts. So that's number 1. Number 2, you can see you got different clearing, whatever that means. More interesting part will be the product group. And you see, everything is either Forex or energy, or Forex or energy, 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 agriculture, energy, energy, metals, uranium, okay? So you can pull by metal. You can do subgroups. Subgroups within energy, natural gas, within energy, crude oil, within energy, petrochemicals, within energy, electricity, within agriculture, dairy, okay, energy, electricity, energy, coal, energy, refined products, metals, other, okay, energy, biofuels. So you have different classifications, okay? So you can click over here on subgroup. When you click on subgroup, it's probably going to resort everything according to whatever that might be. Let's see if it's going to do. It also tells you, you know, how is it cleared? What's the clearing? So every time it tells you, is it futures, options, futures, futures, options, options, futures, options, futures, options. So it also tells you what is the exchange. The CME group has many exchanges. It tells you CME, NYMEX, NYMEX, CME, NYMEX, 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 CME, NYMEX, NYMEX, NYMEX. Okay, CBOT over here, CBOT. Let's see what's going on. Is it thinking or not thinking? Again. Yeah. NYMEX, NYMEX, CBOT, NYMEX, CBOT, CME, okay, CME, that will be equities, okay, equities, EME, consumer staples, whatever, equities. Again, NYMEX, CBOT, and so on. Okay, you can also see the volume. Sometimes there is no volume. You don't have to have a volume, okay? You have a contract and nobody wants to buy, nobody wants to sell, okay? So, a lot of times, the exchanges will actively open 500 contracts for trade, and maybe 200 contracts will not trade at all. And if they don't trade for many days or for many months, the exchange will just shut down the trade, just going to close out the contract, say, well, the contract died. What happens is most contracts, when they're opened, most contracts eventually die. And they die either because they don't serve a very good economic purpose, or because it turns out that you sometimes get a better contract that better serves the purposes of the users. And a dying contract is okay. This means they keep creating new contracts. Those that are not good die out. Those that are good survive. That's okay. That's the survival of the better products, okay? And the exchanges begin to compete between themselves. So you can also see here the categories: natural gas, refined products, US index, US treasury, crude oil, dairy, and so on. So now I'm going back to gold, right? Let's see if we can pull out the at the very top we go products, within products we go metals. It takes a little while to load. And after that, we're going to go to gold, and then we're going to see options. And they should have options. We're going to see how they... Okay, so you got GC, gold futures. So this is the contract specs, okay? Here are quotes, and remember, you were asking me, here is futures, here is options, here is quotes. So maybe I need to go back and click on, oh, there it is. November, options. December, options. January, February. Let's see which is a very active contract. Okay, the December contract, you see, is very, very active. 287.
I want option on future.
Right. That's what I'm. In order to have option on futures, you first want to make sure that the futures contract is actively trading. If the futures contract is actively trading, then very likely the options on that futures contract will be actively trading. So you can open, that's what I tried to explain. Let me show you again. If you try to pull up the options on February 2016, no futures contract traded there. So probably you're not going to have many or any options at all, okay? So you want to see, well, which is the very active contract? With the expiration is December 2014. So now I'm going to click on the options of 2014 to see what we get for your answer. and we're going to see if you have strikes and what are the strikes and what's going on. Okay, it says type, American, expiration. Now, you can change here the expiration for the option. So let's leave it at December expiration. Strike range, you can say, hey, give me at the money, or, well, why just give me all, okay? Right? Let's do all. Ooh, see what's going on. You got a strike of 100, 7, 750, 775, 800, 820. So you see strikes are at $25, 8, 850, 875, 900, okay. You see most of these volume, no trading here, no trading. Nobody wants to trade deep in the money, and nobody's trading deep out of the money. These are puts, okay? These are the calls here, these are the puts. And these are deep in the money puts. No one's trading deep in the puts, okay? So you gotta get close to at the money, and you can begin to see where the volumes are, okay? You begin around 900 and 950, you begin to get some volumes. Let's try and go back to, instead of strike range, oh, let's just do at the money, around the money. Strike price, 3,000. Oh, why do they have the 3,000 in here? That's 24, 25, 28. Strike price at the money. All right, active. Strike price, 17, okay. 975, okay. So now you see at 1150. At 1150 over here, you have a large volume, 636 calls in one day, and 1,273 puts in one day. Okay? So you see, there were some puts at 1120, there were some at 1125, okay? So the current price, I forgot what it was, around 1180 or so, 1170. So some people were buying a little out of the money puts, and they were doing a lot of at the money puts, okay? And people were doing also a lot of at the money calls, but you see, they were also doing a lot of 1155, 1160. So, see what happens now. When you're close to at the money, you got the strikes at 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So, every $5, you got a strike. Let's look what's happening next with a little higher strikes. You see the calls now. The calls, 300, 1,000, volume at 1175, you know, almost 500, 300. Oh, look at this. For 1,200, you got a fairly good volume. 1,000, 100. This is the volume for one day, for one trading day. That's on Friday, 2 days ago trading. Okay, let's see what happens with the puts. Not very many puts because this is already in the money. People wanted to buy this one here. They wanted to buy at 1175, okay? And you go out of the money. When you go out of the money, let's see what happens now. For the calls, you see now, you get out of the money in the calls, and you see 300, 300, oh, for 1240, huge volume. So a lot of people are buying $100 out of the money within a month, with an expiration of 1 month, okay? And expecting it to make. You see, at the same time, $100 out of the money calls means $100 in the money puts. No one was buying puts in the money. Somebody bought in here at 1220, 12 puts, okay? But basically, and they bought them at a price of $50 per put. So this means that they were about $30 in the money, those puts, and $30 in the money put will be about $53 price. I mean, you can see what the spot price is. Okay? So, this is for this December. Let's see what's happening for next December. So, we go December 2014. We go to December 2015. let's see where we go here. Okay, 40, 45. Not very many, not very many, not very many. Not a lot of trading. Yeah, somebody bought here. That is a year out option here worth 98 options with a strike of $12.50. So they were about $50–$60 out of the money, the calls, and they paid $53 for it. Okay, so this means that gold's got to go up $100 so that if it goes to 1,300, you're back covering your option. So gold goes up to $100 and you're still not going to make any money on this option. But you bought yourself 1 year, okay? And you see, not a lot of trading here, not a lot of trading over there, not much volume. So people weren't buying a year from now puts, they weren't buying a year from now calls. So volume, you see, almost everywhere is 0. Now you can go and say, well, what about January? Is January more active or not more active? December, January 2015. Okay, well, let's look what's going on with the calls first. Okay. January, you see what's happening now. January, you got 1155, 90 contracts, 1160, 40 contracts, 1165, 63 contracts, 1170, 171 contracts, 260. These are calls, only calls, 59 calls, 42 calls. Let's see, someone was buying deep in the money. Sorry, deep out of the, no, far out of the money. Yeah, 1200, 430. 1215, 100. Then they got 1225, 338. Let's see if people are buying far out of the money. Calls. 1250. People are buying a lot of 1250. Okay. Then 1275. Let's see 1300, 1500. So basically look around, see what's happening. Yeah, 1300, 280 contracts. Oh, 1400. So people, for some reason, you immediately notice, like round numbers. They're going to buy 1200 a lot, they're going to buy 1300 a lot. For 1400, they're going to buy 100 a lot, and not much around. So when you go see now 000, probably there's going to be some volume of 1500. So you see 000, and when it comes to 1500, again, 0. People weren't buying a lot of calls. 1500. Somebody bought at 1650. So at 1650, that's far, far, far out of the money. It's like $350 out of the money.
Why the stock price change?
Huh?
Why the stock price change?
What changes? The timestamp?
Why the stock price is not fixed?
Why again? What?
Why the strike price doesn't change?
The strike price. What do you mean doesn't change?
Why?
The strike price. This is 1640, 50, 1660, 1670, 75, 1680, 17, 1710. What's the question? The strike price changes.
Why?
Huh? Because options have different strikes. Strike 900, 1,000, 1,010, 1,020, 1,000, and 30,000. Strike prices changes. That's a put. Because all puts have strikes. And they change by every $5 or every $10. That's what strikes do. Okay? If you want to buy at 1,200, you buy at 1,200. If you want to buy at 1,300, you buy at 1,300. So, you can check and see last settle. If you want to buy, let's say, at 1,300, let's see what's the price. What's at least the last settle price?
In every row
Yes?
is one series.
Yes. So this is 1650 call, 1650 put, no volume. Let's go back to at the money. Okay? Let's go at the money where you got a lot of volume. Okay? So, you see here, you're around the money. So, you see, 1150, 80 contracts. 1155, 94. All right, let's do this. We gotta see what's the spot price. Let's try to do this. Calculate for gold at 1150 the delta. How much is at 1150 the delta? The delta. How much is the delta? Time to wake up. For 1150, what's the delta? Delta, yeah. Yeah, what's the delta? How much? 0.3, 0.7, 1.3, 1. What's the number? Number. Calculate number. Right? You wake up? You got a good sleep? Yeah, okay. Well, now it's time for you to say what's the number? 0.9, 0.12, 1.3, 1.7, 3.2. What's the delta? What's the 1150 delta? Here it is. And what's the delta for the call? And what's the delta for the put? Right? This is, instead of doing theoretical value of the delta, that's the real world data. All right. You say, for 1150, what's the price? The price for the settle is 43. Prior settle, 43.50. 43.50. And what's the next one? 40.30. 40.30. So this is for 55. How much is the change? How much is the change? The change is $3.20. So you increase the strike by 5, you get a price of 320. 320 is divided by 5 will give you 0.60 what? Huh? 0.64. So 0.64, or the delta is 64%. So if gold moves up $1, the call will increase by $1. Okay? Now, what's the delta of the put? Delta of the put. The put at 1150. What's the put? Let me see. 1150. 2290. How much? You can also call it in percent. What's the delta? Yeah, about 0.4, a little about, okay? So it's about 0.4. Okay, so about 0.4. Can anyone compute the gamma? Gamma? Can you guys compute the gamma? How much is the gamma? Is it big or is it small? Can you compute the gamma? All right, so you see for the put from 22.9 to 24.7 is $1.80. and $1.80 on 5 is a little less than 40%. It's about 35, 36%. So it's 0.36. So now the question is, what's the gamma? What's the gamma? Guys, take a look at a simple calculation. This one here is 2290. And 2290 divided by minus 2120 is 170. So the 1 delta is 170 over 5. This is 170, and how much is this? How much is this? This is 180. So this from here to here is 170, and here to here is 180, right? So 170 over 5, and this is 180 over 5. Okay? So the gamma will be 0.10 over 5. How much is 0.10 over 5? 0.10 over 5. 0.02, yeah. 0.02. Okay. So, with every $5, delta changes by 0.2. So, from 0.36 it's going to become 0.38. From 0.38 it's going to become 0.40. Okay? Is that fairly clear? Back to your original question. You asked about gold. I gave you gold. You asked about options. I gave you the calls and the puts. I gave you also 2 or 3 different expiration periods. Okay. Then I gave you a nearby contract. I think this one is the January contract. We calculated a number of prices, a number of deltas. We calculate the gamma. Any other questions you have on gold in particular? Any other questions? All right. Now, you can take a look very quickly. Quotes, not quotes, products. Forex. Let's take a look at Forex. Let's just see which are the most liquid contracts. Okay. Oh, guys, take a look quick. Most traded with the highest volume: Euro, Yen, Australian, Mexican, New Zealand, Brazilian, Russian, not a lot of trading. India, not a lot of trading. And this is the USD RMB offshore. That's for China, not a whole lot. And now you can go and click majors. Let's take a look at Thailand, right? Do you think they trade Thailand? Emerging markets. They do or they don't? Mexican, Brazilian, Russian, Turkish, Korean. Okay, I don't see. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Cross rates, E-micros, Turkey, Euro, Forex essentials. Okay, I don't see it. Maybe they have, maybe they don't have. Okay? So these are the majors. Oh, then we're going to go to E-micro. Maybe they have a micro. Okay. Product trading, we go to all products. View products. And then we're going to make a search on time to see what it's going to give us. Control find. No. Baht. How do you spell baht? B-A-H. Nothing. Right? B-H. Okay. B-H. B. A-T-H. Oh, B-A-T-H. Still nothing. Okay? They don't have. But it's not there. Alright? Take a break. 5 minutes?
Okay.
5 minutes.